So in the span of 2 years, the Blue Jays lost out on Shohei Ohtani, they lost out on Juan Soto, and now they might be losing Vladimir Guerrero Jr., their homegrown superstar. What even is life as a Blue Jays fan? Vladdy said that he even came down from his original offer and it still wasn't enough. The Blue Jays weren't even close. We'll talk about that, as well as the fact that the Diamondbacks are in the news again. They gave how much money? What am I looking at for Geraldo Perdomo? Justin Turner has found himself a brand new team. Yes, the 40-year-old, and also Nolan Arenado and Sonny Gray. They are officially speaking out about the Cardinals reset/rebuild, whatever it is. I'll let them do the talking later because it's kind of crazy. We'll break all of that down and more in today's MLB recap. And if you're brand new to the channel, do me a favor and stick around. Hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget that recap is brought to you by SeatGeek. Use code Fuzzy to save 20 bucks off all of your tickets, and on Underdog Fantasy, code Fuzzy gets you a free pick'em and up to $1,000 in bonus cash credit. All you got to do is download it to your phone and use my code. Of course, we're going to talk about Vladdy Jr. versus his own team, the Blue Jays, but right now I do got to get into the surprising and kind of shocking news that the Arizona Diamondbacks gave Geraldo Perdomo a $45 million contract extension. Now, this buys up to 3 years of free agency, and also there's a club option that can go to 2030. But Perdomo, I mean, it's not like he's a star or anything, and there's even more confusing parts we'll talk about in a second. He's a light-hitting 25-year-old switch hitter who plays pretty good defense. I'll give him that. He has absolutely no pop. He has 14 home runs and a pretty kind of tiny and minuscule 84 OPS plus across his first 401 big league games. Now, he does take his walks and he doesn't strike out. I would say that's solid production, but is it almost worth $50 million? I'm not so sure, especially considering that he plays shortstop. Who else plays shortstop? The Diamondbacks mega prospect, Jordan Lawlar, the 21-year-old shortstop, was ranked 13th this year by Major League Baseball. In AAA, he's almost played in 30 games. He has a .362 batting average with 7 home runs and 31 RBIs. And also, back in 2023, he stole 36 bags. So it just really seems like they don't believe that Jordan Lawlar can stay healthy for the long haul. He's had a lot of injuries, like one to his labrum. This is basically saying that they do like Jordan Lawlar, but this is their safety net just in case he cannot stay healthy, because Perdomo, he's like a 3-win player at best because of the defense and the on-base skills. He can steal a few bags as well, but he's not that fast. He just has really high baseball IQ. So, yeah, if you're a Jordan Lawlar collector, if you have a lot of his first Bowman baseball cards, are you freaking out right now? What do you make of this move? One more super quick update. The 40-year-old Justin Turner has found himself a brand new team. He is going to the Chicago Cubs on a 1-year, $6 million contract, and it's pretty easy to explain. He's going to be a backup for Michael Busch, the lefty. He can also help out from time to time at third base if Matt Shaw needs a day off or two. Now, Justin Turner, even though he's 40, he ended 2024 strong, a near 130 OPS plus in 48 games as a Mariner. And if you've dabbled in MLB The Show, you know he's one of the best ever at hitting lefties. And just a fun fact from Fuzzy, he has 3 doubles from 350 for his career and 2 home runs from 200. The last 5 to do that, Paul Goldschmidt, Freddie Freeman, Bryce Harper, Andrew McCutchen, and Mookie Betts. That's some crazy company for Justin Turner. I'm honestly kind of excited to make my grades video because I'm leaning on whether or not to give the Cubs an A or a B+, because it's not like they picked up a Bregman and got Tucker to sign an extension. I'm still kind of deciding what I need to grade them as. The Blue Jays are kind of in the same conversation because just like the Cubs, they've had a pretty decent and borderline really good offseason, but without that superstar extension, a lot of their own fans are thinking it's not good enough. We know that over the last few days, Vladdy Jr. has been giving the Blue Jays a countdown on his Instagram story saying, hey, if you don't have a deal done by the time that my counter reaches 0, your time is up. And Vladdy, he basically confirmed that today. He said that he had his number, the Blue Jays had their numbers, and now 29 other teams will be involved because he's not going to be talking to them. And then he kind of walked that back. He said, if the Blue Jays come back and get to my number, I'll reconsider. So I was kind of confused by that, not gonna lie. But at one point, yes, he did say that 29 other teams will be in the running now, and I just feel bad for the Blue Jays fan base because betting odds are already out on who's going to steal and pry away Vladimir Guerrero Jr. The Red Sox, a division rival, are the #1 team favored by the betting odds to grab Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in free agency. Like, that's devastating to hear as a Blue Jays fan. Again, I do want to mention that Vladimir Guerrero Jr. admitted that, yes, he had his number, but he came down a little bit. He said that he tried his best and it still wasn't good enough. The Blue Jays, after offering $1.4 billion to 2 outside free agents, Shohei Ohtani and Juan Soto, they're not budging on their 25-year-old homegrown superstar and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. For his sake, I hope that Vladdy hits 340 with 45 to 50 tanks and the floor is going to start at $500 million. For his sake, I hope that happens because he's kind of getting disrespected by his own team. Off the top of my head, I'm trying to think of the last guy that the Blue Jays extended. It just seems like the Blue Jays don't do extensions. Maybe it's because of that Vernon Wells contract back in the day. I don't know. But the last guy off the top of my head was 27-year-old Randall Grichuk. You're going to extend Randall Grichuk and not Vladimir Guerrero Jr.? I just don't know what to think of the Blue Jays because, again, they do try. They put out mega offers for Ohtani, for Juan Soto. It's not good enough. I don't know if it's because of the Canadian taxes or something like that. And then they have a superstar at first base and they're not budging to his requirements. But then again, maybe he's asking for Juan Soto level money. We don't know the official number. The alleged number was 450. And if it is, he said he came down from that. But again, we have no idea. Vladdy Jr. is going to be 26 years old in a few weeks. And we just can't forget that he almost has 1,000 career base hits already with almost 180 doubles. He has 160 home runs, a career 137. Let's just round up for a good number, a 140 career OPS plus. And he's coming off a 44 double, 30 home run campaign with triple digit RBIs. He hit 323 with an almost 400 on base. If he does that again and even improves, my God, he's going to get unlimited money. He's betting on himself like an Aaron Judge, like a Pete Alonso, like a Cody Bellinger. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Haircut Vladdy just seemed like a different human entirely, like short hair Vladdy. I don't know what got into him, but he just seemed like a completely new ball player. He's lost a little bit of weight and gained some lean muscle mass. Again, I feel like he does that every offseason and we get the hype all over again, but it seems like it's sticking. It seems like he figured something out. I don't know. What do you guys make of this mess? So I just did a lot of talking. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to play 2 clips out of the Cardinals camp from Sonny Gray and Nolan Arenado, kind of like cornerstone players of the franchise, speaking on behalf of what the future looks like. They're faces of the franchise basically saying like, yeah, we're kind of in a reset and a rebuild, but that shouldn't be the goal here. I'm going to stop talking. You guys listen and tell me your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, you say a reset, I guess. What does that mean? Like, it's not like we unloaded everybody. We just didn't sign the people who were free agents back and then didn't add any free agents.
What?
Getting more and more excited each day that I'm here just for baseball in general. But only time will tell kind of how this goes for us.
But the idea of the Cardinals resetting or transitioning doesn't also sound like a team that's going all in to win the World Series, which is something I know you truly want. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think the Cardinals are doing, I wish the direction was all in, of course.
Bye. See you when I see you. Goodbye.
So, yeah, what are your expectations for the 2025 Redbirds? I'm actually curious, even if you're not a Cardinals fan, what do you think of those clips? And last but not least, I just want to let you guys know, because I forgot to mention this, Paul Skenes has developed a cutter and a 2-seam fastball to add to that splinker and the 103 fastball. Paul Skenes, why are you getting better? It's already unfair facing you. So that does it for today's recap. I hope that you all enjoyed. If you did, do me a favor. It really helps me out. Leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you on the next one.